Going live here again. Going live. Here we go. Let me get the chat mode back on this. Trying some streaming software, guys. Where is this here? Haha. Okay. We're live. We are live from the beach. I have some time. It's kind of rainy out right now. Family's still in bed. They're just waking up. Been on the ball. There we go. Mowing season is coming to an end. I had a wrong live stream title before that. See who's on here. I don't think no one's going to be watching on a Sunday morning. I'll just hop on here for maybe 20 minutes. Not sure what we're going to be even doing today because it's a little rainy, but that's okay. So let's see who pops on. Get the conversation going here down at Sunset Beach, North Carolina. I'll show you a video here of the beachfront here in a minute, but we're just gonna see who's gonna pop on here. Gonna chat a little bit about mowing, about life, about getting away, vacations, things like that. Just see who decides to join me on this Sunday morning. So got my coffee. It's good coffee, really good coffee. Here, let's type here in the chat. Good morning. I'm on my phone. Not logged into Twitch. Okay. That didn't work? Huh. Didn't let me send that. I wonder why. That was a YouTube thing. Anyways, well, I don't even know if I can even read the YouTube chat. So if anyone wants a comment, see if I can read it, go ahead. You know what? I might actually grab my iPad because I can't read any of this chat here. So I'm going to put you up here. This would be kind of cool. I'm gonna put you up somewhere. Hold on. Let's leave it there for a bit. See who's live here. Oh, this is a bad angle of myself. I'm gonna put this up more. Doesn't look so pathetic. Here, get this about here. Yeah, there we go. It's a little crooked. It doesn't bother me until I get this in. I don't like how crooked that looks. It's tilted the wrong way. Whatever. We just do that there for now. Forgot to bring my GoPro on this vacation. And, left it at home. Got everything, and I left it at home, guys. Here, I'm gonna check to see how this stream looks because I can't tell if anyone's commenting or watching. Sunset Beach, North Carolina, guys. That's where we are. Coming here for a long time. Beachfront property. Got to get away. Hop on here for just a bit. It's what we gotta do to grow the channel. Here we go. The YouTube app. Let's see. It's my personal, different personal channel. Ah, there it is. Turf Nerds. Let's see how this sounds. YouTube app. Let's see. It's my personal. Oh, hey. My buddy Ben is saying hello. Hey, Ben. Put this quality back down. I just need this for the chat. I don't need it for anything else here right now, so I'll just leave the chat going. And there. We are live from the beach house. Still want to fix this tilt a little bit, but I can't seem to do it. Okay, well, it doesn't look that bad anyway, so now I can actually read. So Ben's on. Apparently he's a #1 fan. But things have been pretty good. We drove down here. It took us a little bit less than a 13-hour drive. What did we drive? We drove 8 hours on Friday and then 4 hours yesterday. So we got down here. We stayed at a really cute Airbnb just in northwest North Carolina here, and the grass is growing out here because was it Hurricane Erin that came through? Grass is growing. It's interesting to see the grass be this green even though the temps are warmer. It's actually kind of cold back up there at home. I think Michigan temps, we're supposed to get down into like the, I guess, low 50s, and then highs are only going to be in the like low 70s or like high 60s. That's what I saw as I left. It is it's kind of a weird August, cooling down. Who knows the temperature outlooks? They had the temperature outlooks all over the map for fall. They're calling for more snow this winter. You guys ever follow like the weather patterns much with that? Honestly, they're so all over the map. I don't really know what's even true or not. They're wrong. That's one field that we should be in because we get paid to be wrong. And so, I'm trying to reply to Ben's comment here. I can't do it. Just gives me the option to report it. But Ben's one of the former and still kind of backup hosts on Turf Nerds, a lawn care podcast. Not sure where Greg is right now. We've been chatting a lot. Got some good things coming to the channel here, guys. Just do wait and see. We really do have some good things coming. I know it's Sunday morning, so no one will probably be watching this, but just wanted to share some thoughts, get some guys on here, get the conversation going, even though no one's probably even up and or watching on a Sunday morning. A lot of you guys get up early, which is good, and I've been trying to be more disciplined and get up early for my lawn and landscape business, and that's what really matters the most. It's getting your butt out of bed so you can get out and start to mow. And I don't care if it's a tad wet. You can still save time and mow more in the day by getting up and mowing, even if the first hour or 2.5 hours is full of just wet grass. It's what you have to do, and you can do that in any sort of mower. I've had mowers that don't discharge very well, so you could cut it high for the first passes all the way through, and then the second pass, cut it lower. So if you wanted to cut, you do 4, a quick cut on 4 when the grass is wet, and then drop it down to 3.5. So what? You're maybe going to waste some more time cutting it, but you're still getting that cut time in to up your cut count throughout the day. This year solo, I've been averaging anywhere from 18 to 21 lawns. If I got my fat butt out of door in the morning, I could probably average 21 to 23, 24, maybe 25 lawns a day. But it just all depends on the area. Like, what do you mean by lawns? Like a medium-sized lawn is way different for me than it would be for you guys. We get guys all over that listen and watch. They cut acres, different types of grasses, so don't ever feel bad about that. Some of these social media guys are telling you, oh, my crew knocked out 45 lawns a day. Well, yeah, how big were they? That's the problem. Like, you don't know. Or you have potential clients that call you, and they're like, I have a medium-sized lot. I have a guy who can quote it for, who bid it for 50. It's like, well, I need to come and actually look at it. You either go over there and physically look at it, or give them a virtual bid. I mean, you can do virtual bids on Google. There's a whole bunch of other different software out now. I don't even know. I basically look on Google and give a price, or if you know your neighborhood, do it that way. But I'd say the best way to really bid a lawn is to go over there and physically look at it, because there's undulations, there's trimming. The trimming complexity is huge. So, and then also grass types matter. I've been really trying to trim everything. I've been trimming everything low this year, like borderline on the scalp side, and guess what? The grass comes back. I've seen guys really burn the grass and it comes back, but now I get why guys trim and cut maybe on a little bit of the lower side, because you got to keep things in that maintenance level. If you don't keep lawns in maintenance level, you're going to go there every week and it's going to be like the spring. So, and my brother helped me this past week. We got 4 lawns done, and wow, we got all my lawns done in 4 days. Yeah, we got 4 lawns done in a week. We got my 96 lawns done in 4 days. Wasn't bad, relatively easy. Last day wasn't even a full day. We actually had rain come through this past Tuesday, and we couldn't even work half the day, and we still could get everything done in 4 days. Many hands does make light work, but I've been pondering here, and I've been reflecting on this right now. And leave some comments, guys. The mowing season is coming to an end, and it's good to ponder and reflect and look back at the season, and we're always trying to make improvements. I've been in this 15 years, and I'm still learning from guys. You always want to learn from guys who have been in the business longer than you and who are wise. You don't always want to necessarily learn from the guy who just has just a ton of money. I mean, I know many guys in this industry who just do well, but they have the experience that's better than any sort of profit. Sure, profit's nice, but Learn from guys who have practical and good experience, and they're not just your chuck in the truck every day run-of-the-mill guy who really doesn't do detail work. It's like you want to be that boutique lawn care guy who does excellent work. Obviously, we want to build some wealth, but it's in it to make an impact though too, and to learn a skill. But drop a comment though. We had Ben, who former Turf Nerds co-host, just left a comment saying, hey guy, but when does your season end? Typically ours runs through, we're in Michigan, southeastern Michigan, so our season runs, we can start mowing second, third week of April. We've mowed as late as the first week of May, and we've, in years past, have mowed basically through mid-October. Now it's been towards the end of October, first or second week in November. But when does your season end? How do you guys do it? And that's something that I've kind of always wanted to ask you guys too, is how do you kind of plan out your season? I typically do 27 cuts for a season. You can prepay me, but I'm taking 2 weeks off during the year. One's for an annual family vacation, and the other one is for the Equip Expo. We've talked enough about the Expo. You know our code. If you want to use it, go ahead. And you just take 2 weeks off. You need some of your sanity back when you're mowing. Mowing can be very, very monotonous. I love it. It's kind of a good cathartic thing. I'm a little OCD. It's great to stripe up lawns and make things look good, but it can be kind of droning and draining on you, especially for me over the last couple of years, when I was biting off more than what I could chew, and I was mowing like 115 lawns in 6-7 days. You don't do that. I was trying to build a family, and you're just spreading yourself way too thin. That's where I just cut the lawns down. I'm doing about 96, 97 lawns a week. You're slowly just picking out the weakest link and really building your business that way too. But when you just get into the business, and we all know this, when you just get into it, you kind of take whatever you can get and you do a little bit of undercutting. But then when you establish yourself and build that good relationship with clients, that's when you can slowly up the price and no longer undercut. I did that for the first probably 5 years, and we cut all throughout southeastern Michigan. I think our farthest property was, our farthest property away was 25 minutes. Now my farthest property is less than 10. It's at my parents' house, which is 10 minutes from my house, or not even that. So that's my farthest property, and I have all my lawns in basically one spot. I have a couple on my street, but the majority of mine are in 3,000 to 4,000 square foot homes. They're medium, they're kind of like small, medium, large-ish style lawns, but all of them kind of fall in that medium kind of style range, and it's all different. But it's so good, as I was saying, you got to get away. And I was just reflecting on this because we're taking our annual family vacation later on this year. It's crap. I mean, it's almost September. Next thing you know, October's going to roll all the way through. Say we'll kiss mowing goodbye, and then we're going to be in leaf mode, lock and load, fall cleanups mode. I mean, you guys do different things. We have guys who don't even clean up leaves. They'll do sod installations. They'll do pavers, things like that. We got FERT guys here that listen and watch. But it's, I mean, your season will be coming to an end too. Did we lose connection? I'm trying to figure out if we just lost some connection here. I don't know why this just ended. Let's see what happened here. It was going and then it stopped. Okie dokie. Hope the internet just didn't take a dump on us here. Huh. Oh no. Oh no. Darn, see if we can kind of fix this here a little bit. Can I go up more? Bring it up over here. Just make this better. I think we're back now. Sorry guys, I don't know really what happened to that. We are back. That looks weird. Okay. Did this stream end? Let's see if the stream ended here. Alright, still connected. I don't know, it's weird. I'm watching it here to see who's popping on, and it looked like it lagged out there for a bit. Anyways, there, it's just Evan totally derailing there on the Turf Nerds. That's what half of our show is. You get Greg talking on one thing, next thing you know, we're talking about how what fabric is made inside a shoelace. It leaves it for good entertainment. So what was I talking about? Slow it down thing. I was talking, yeah, so reflecting back on the season ending here right now, and it's a lot of things to reflect on that are good and negative, and you take everything with stride. You know, I am a better man now in my business than I was when we just started back in April. and I've gotten in that mindset. It's not always all about mowing unless you can get the route density or charge a premium. I would rather cut 50 lawns at $100 than 100 lawns at $50. And so that's what really matters. Is it's not necessarily how many lawns you can crank out, but I mean we talk about the money, but it's just you want to have that good profit margins, and it can be tough because there's guys that we talked about this with, even Raleigh Spencer. We had him on the show. Was that last episode? Yeah, I think that was last episode. And he's in a poor area where he can't necessarily charge a premium price. And then what do? You're in a tough spot. So you're going to have to get lawns that are a tad closer to each other. And you're going to have to just build route density off that way and then slowly creep people up. And you'll be able to weed out people. It's tough to say in these communities where they're not as affluent. Like, what do? You can still be in the lawn care business, but you might have to offer different services, because I know Raleigh was offering like a tombstone cleaning service, and that's never heard of that. I think you'd power wash them and or clean them of gravestones, which is interesting. But there's other services that you'd have to get into in certain areas, and I mean there's things that I'm limited to here because the competition is so fierce. I mean, you have a never-ending supply of chucking the trucks. Everyone's doing this. You know, Donnie after working his 9-to-5 job will hop on his little crappy tractor and make a couple extra bucks and scalp lawns, and people don't even care. People just care about having the lawn cut rather than what it looks like. And you know, it's too bad. It's a darn shame, but that's just what the industry is, because the barrier of entry getting into this industry is so low. But that's where we got to learn to take some pride into what we're doing, though, too, because it does take a great skill. Anyone can sit their fat butt there on a tractor and go around and cut the grass, but it's the skill and the knowledge that you acquire from doing this. And I want to sharpen my skill. I mean, I'd say I'm pretty good at mowing. I was putting anywhere, I was averaging close to 1,000 hours on my mower a year, and I've been doing this 15 years, and I've clocked in the time. And we got to keep the brain going. And after a while, the mowing, the skill almost becomes so passive where you're not really learning. That's where you just focus on different aspects and part of mowing. Really learn how to do even better maintenance and more maintenance, and like become one with your mower, if that makes sense. Really know it. Really know it inside and out, because you really want to just better yourself. And that's where also we talk about getting into a new skill, doing sod. That's something that I kind of wanted to get into, was learning how to install sod. I talked to a listener. He had like a $35,000-$40,000 sod job, and he says it's not rocket science to do. I've seen guys put sod down where it looked good, and I've seen guys put sod down where it looked bad. And you can tell the bad chuck in the truck sod guys, where they kind of lay it down, they don't put it all together, just looks like a big giant checkerboard. And I see other guys who put sod down and you can't even tell where they put it down. Or you have the guys who just laid sod down and they don't even have it leveled with the other grass, so it's like a 3-inch layer on the top, and that just looks tacky. It looks absolutely just ridiculous. And so we had a lawn where a client did that. He ripped out some hostas, and it's a big circle area, and it was like 2 inches higher. And finally, the past week, I was getting sick of having to cut this whole section with the deck all the way up, so I scalped it down. And then we came back, and the grass looked fine. It looked like it kind of leveled it out, so it wasn't even burned out. I just tried to get that sod a tad lower. I mean, and would definitely be a skill that I would like to try to go into, is doing something like that. Or pavers. I had a buddy who's gotten into doing pavers, and says not rocket science, sand, pavers. I mean, got to level things out and making it sound like anyone can do it, but he did it, made a lot of good money. I also considered even going into the tree business as well. I mean, currently I do trim some low-hanging limbs, but that's really all that I want to get into, because it's a dangerous profession, and you can easily come home with an injury or die, and you don't want to do that. So there's a lot of things to consider as this mowing season is kind of coming to an end. It's good to get on a vacation and reflect, and to look back and drop a comment. We want to know. Well, when I say we, I mean me. And Greg's probably sleeping right now. The grass is probably still too wet. I think we already have a show scheduled, because we usually record on Sunday afternoons, but we already have our show scheduled for this upcoming weekend. I think you're going to enjoy it. I'll give you a little teaser. It's about mowing. It's some basics of mowing, but I think you guys are gonna like that. You really are. It's a good perspective on things that we talk about, situational awareness in mowing, and I think you guys are really gonna enjoy that show. But what are your ancillary services? What else do you guys do as we reflect on this mowing season coming to an end? I even thought about, man, it'd be great to get a leaf loader for my business. I mean, do leaves that way. Problem is though, you gotta get a second truck, and you really probably need to get a 2500 truck to be able to get a nice leaf loader. My buddies, they have a 14, I think it's like a 8x14 trailer. It's a dump trailer to do leaves, and that's a tough thing to get into. I mean, you got to have the proper equipment, and you got to do it right. And they can pack like 10 yards of leaves, like ground up, just powdered leaves into this trailer. And that's where you make your money. I'm not in that spot to do it because it's just me. So I got a dump insert, and you can build some walls on it. Yeah, we talk about building the wall. There you go. Dump insert's great. Got one for $5,100, and I just build leaves. I just dump leaves in there and do it that way. It's another service I've been trying to maybe improve, is fall cleanups. Like, what are ways we can eliminate bottlenecks in fall cleanups? And you can honestly, you don't need any fancy setup. You can just put on mulching blades and a discharge blocker and go out there and just pulverize leaves. If you do it right, you could do multiple rounds, like more than 3, like go like twice a week. Because I mean, when the fall comes, we don't know the weather. If it's really dry in the fall, you can powder everything up. I won't even need to use the dump insert. But when it gets wet and you gotta suck some things up, because I mean, you can mulch up all the leaves and put them there in the lawn and kind of disperse them and blow them out. But after a while, it just kind of looks soupy and sloppy. So there's ways to do it, but how can you improve, and how can we get better as this season is slowly coming to an end? It's coming to an end. I mean, there's a lot of things that I kind of want to do to up my cleanup game, but you got to charge. I mean, if you have 2 guys going, you should probably charge. I mean, I charge roughly $100 an hour for a cleanup, and that's just by myself. If it's an easy one, $100 an hour, give or take. I might charge a little bit less. It could be 80 to 90, depending on the conditions. Like if it's super wet, I can't charge $100 an hour if it's going to take me, 8 hours, when normally, like, hey, the year before it took you 4 hours. Why are you charging me? So you kind of got to cut some people small breaks here and there, but obviously don't undercut yourself. I mean, teach their own with that type of pricing. I've seen guys do a whole bunch of different things. Years started, when we started out, we charged like $3 a bag, because we would do a side catch. We'd put a side catch on the Exmark rider that we had, and then we'd suck everything up, dump them there into bags, and that was a way to do it, but we didn't know how to charge the right way. Like, you live and you learn. And so now, by the hour, but say if you have 2 or 3 guys going, I mean, $100 an hour for me. Then if you have another guy with you, that could be an extra $50 an hour. You're looking at $150 an hour for 2 guys doing leaves. Or you could, if you have a third guy, bump it up to $175 an hour. There's a whole bunch of different ways to structure the fall cleanups. And you got guys out there who are maniacs. They got like 6 or 7 guys going, and it's quite fascinating to see how they get everything done. So I don't know if Ben is still on. Looks like he is. Leave a comment, Ben. How can we... He lives in a nice condo community, and the guys cut the lawn there. I'm sure that's on a weekly basis with those guys, and how they structure and how they do that. You guys do condos. I mean, you cut HOAs. They're pretty... That's like DC Drain the Swamp with some of these HOAs and how they structure and do things. And let's be honest, they're pretty cheap. I've cut in this one neighborhood. They've asked me several times to cut their HOA, and I literally, I mean, they've given me the price, and they're like, this is bi-weekly. And I'm like, oh, I couldn't even compete with that. It's too much grass. And it's like just me. And they miss sections all the time because this one area in this neighborhood, and part of the HOA, it's just all wet. I'd make literally no money doing it. And the guys who are doing it, you can tell that they don't really care. I mean, their mowers are leaving streaks. Like they're striping okay, but their mowers are leaving streaks. They'll leave discharge, grass everywhere. So it's quite tough, but I can imagine, I've seen videos of big crews doing it in HOA leaf cleanups, and they're just going through, and it's quite fascinating to see that. And I do like that I got the EBZ 9000. We've talked about that. It's a beefy blower. I mean, it'll definitely put some weight there on your back, but it's a pretty beefy blower, and like what Red Max did with it. The first one I got, I mean, let's be honest, the first one I got had some problems where it wasn't running all that great because there's an auto-tune carburetor in it, and there's something wrong with mine. They tried to update it, still didn't work. So Red Max, they did warranted that right away. I talked to the product manager at Red Max, and they sent me a new one, and so this one's been absolutely fine. It's a solidly built machine. I got it for $800. It's actually up to $900 right now. Would you believe that? I guess they use the whole tariff quote-unquote thing. I don't really care about that. I'm glad that we have some tariffs on these foreign countries because I want products to be built here because then the cost can be at a much more competitive rate. I'm tired of all this cheap Chinese junk. And I mean, it's in all of our equipment. I mean, it is what it is. Carburetors, the jets, the plugs, the things like that. It's all junk. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Things break. And if they can have some more things that are built here in America, that'd be nice. So we'll kind of go here for about 5 more minutes. See who's popping on. If you're joining us here on this Sunday morning as I'm on vacation, it's kind of raining here. That's why I have time to do this. Drop a comment. Let me know what's going on. Is your season coming to an end? When does it come to an end? How many weeks do you cut? We cut about 27 weeks, but 2 of those weeks were on vacations. One's for a full family vacation, and the other one is for the Equip Expo. But there's guys, I mean, you go 250 miles, 300 miles south of us, they have a 30-week season, and it's a little different. And they got to structure that because they're mowing an extra month, but they're probably not going to be doing snow. And then what do? Well, if you're not going to be doing snow, then you can almost do cleanups all the way through the winter, give or take. I mean, it does can get cold, and they do probably get some snow here and there. But how do you guys structure this? How do you guys do it? That's a question that we want to ask you guys. It's always good. This is how we learn. I mean, we talk about learning just because I'm out there mowing. I'm not just listening to music. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks lately. One was I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist by Frank Turek. Solid book. I'm gonna take a little coffee break here. If you guys drink coffee, it's got to be strong, dark, and black. It's the only way to do it. I just got a ring notification. Looks like it's sunny at home, and there's a person at my front door. You guys getting ready to go to church? Is there? I mean, I know we got listeners who are believers, who have their faith, hope, and trust in Christ. You guys getting ready to go to church? Let me know what you guys do on the Sunday. Pop in, say hello, or just tell me that I look kind of ridiculous with my disheveled hair and my my sun UV button up. Might start wearing this for cutting grass. Found these on Amazon. They're like $30, but they're UV 50 button up shirts. You can kind of look nice cutting the grass. Clients like that. I mean, I've cut in not so nice clothing, but when you got guys showing up that look like they came out of a dumpster, I mean, you gotta look the part when you're mowing. As silly as it sounds, it's because guys don't care. Then they complain why they can't charge a premium price here. But I'm looking at this live stream on my iPad, and it actually looks pretty good through the iPhone. And then I'm using this app called Moblin to do this. My buddy Zach, he's a moderator for XQC, which is one of the most popular streamers in the world. Zach was telling me, hey, use Moblin to do your YouTube live streams because you have how much more customization here on this here. Yeah, I put up this chat window here, and it's not showing me jack squat. Oh, here we go. Ben Odom. Hey guys, still connected. I'll be like, hey, hello. Not logged into Twitch. That's weird. I'm not sure why this is. I mean, Twitch is also another streaming service, but got about another minute here. We're gonna close it out. Maybe I'll show you a picture here of what we're looking at on the beach. Here, hold on here. See if anyone hops on here. I'm gonna get this camera to face the other way too. Perfect. Go to the back. I hope this loads. Ah, there we go. Kind of go up here. Get a little shot of what we're looking at here right now. Of course, you're hearing me. It's my brother, guys. He's probably hearing me just talking about nothing here. That's hey, this is also, hey, we'll do a quick he's what helped me build the business for the first couple of years. Drew, say hi to everyone. I think we got like 1 or 2 guys watching. I'm not sure. Hey, one thing about him, I complain about how he trims. He doesn't trim low enough. Why is that, Drew?
Evan scalps.
He's telling me that I scalp the lawns. I'm not entirely buying that. He cuts okay, but we had this one client, and we'll keep this nice. We have this one client. Drew was mowing it with the Bobcat, the 52-inch Bobcat that we got. The thing doesn't have a discharge blocker on it, and so Drew striped it well, but he got quite the amount of grass in the mulch beds, and the client was, he wasn't mad about it, but he just was saying, hey, next time remember this. What do you think about that, Drew?
I'm on vacation.
He's on vacation. He's not thinking about grass, but see, it's not the most nice day here right now. Here, let's see if I can zoom into the pier over there for you guys. It's ×5. Oh, wow, this is pretty sweet. There's the pier, looking pretty gloomy out there right now, but that's okay. So, Ben Odom was the comment there. Let's kind of walk back down here. Oh yeah, the grass. Here, hold on. Show you guys the grass. So, this lawn over here, I can just zoom in here. This is nice and makes this easy, don't it? So look at that grass there. Looks like that's some sort of southern sod. I'm not sure if that's seed, but that looks like it appears to be sod. As compared to this over here is what you're looking at. This lawn here is probably not the greatest. There's spots. It's also because it's on sand. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here in a minute. Oh, man. Lower back kind of hurts from standing barefoot on this deck here. So, it's a beach house, though. Things are going great, guys. Might go live more this week. Yeah, we had a couple viewers with that, but yeah, might go live more this week, guys. Here, just in the morning, just to share some random thoughts. Hope it gets to be a little bit more sunny, but hope you guys enjoy the upcoming episode. Tomorrow's dropping at 5 a.m. on Turf Nerds. So let's get out there and glorify God, guys, and take care.